hopefully we've got them to buy into, a program that they feel like they're part of, their parents are part of, guys that played in the past are part of, that's, something, we say family, but really what, your goal is at some point, we're all going to die, you're going to be done coaching, that when you leave, there's something that's growing that other people are a part of and they're going to take and they really want it to keep going.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that's nice to see from our guys. I think they really, that's something they want, and I think it's nice to see other guys who, have been a part of the program, not just with me, but with Jackson, want that same thing. So that's something that, hopefully we can keep building on. I think you take a bigger responsibility or a bigger burden that you really want to make sure that you got your team prepared. A loss is not just a loss for our team, the community. You really want to make sure that you're doing everything you can, working hard to make sure you can put that team in the best position to win and be successful. And not only on the court, but off the court. We want our parents, our student body, our community to see our kids go do stuff and be proud of, represent Jackson well. I think that's another thing, you may forget about, but 4 or 5 years from now, they still may remember a kid as a kid who played basketball and then what they're doing, and how they represent the community. So that's something that is real important. I think it's always been important to me, but when you're at a place for 10 years, I'd say that's really, really important now. That's for sure. Well, expectations are high, the kids, and for everybody, but for us, really our expectation hasn't changed from the standpoint, I want them to buy into the process. We got to get better every day. That sounds cliche and it sounds, real like, oh, we're just saying that, but really, that's the only thing we can control is getting better every day and how we play. And at the end of the year, what we do, we want to feel like that's good enough to compete. We want to show up and do what we do and play well. We may not always play as make as many shots as we want to do some of the other things, but we want to play the way that we need to play and the way we want to play. So that's our expectation for these guys. Now granted, if we do all those things, I think we're going to have, some wins. You can't always predict, what's going to happen, but they'll have some high goals, and I think for this team, we'll be disappointed, if we don't win our district, have a chance to win our district and get back in that state tournament and have a chance to do something. That's their ultimate goal. That's why they work so hard. So, obviously that's our expectation as far as if you did put something on there we want to do. But for us, the number one expectation is we got to stick with the process and get better each day. Be a team, work on our fundamentals, keep getting better, and those are the things, if we do that every day, we're probably going to be pretty happy.
I got one question for you, okay?
Okay.
Blake Reynolds challenges you to a game of one-on-one.
I'm gonna win.
You're gonna win?
Uh-huh.
How many times out of 10?
All.
All the times out of 10? Why do you think that is?
Because I can go through his legs.
Bingo. That's good. That's perfect.